Hello.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Collie.
Welcome to our channel.
Oh, we got another percentage point.
I'm thinking we just kind of stick around till we get it done if it keeps moving up.
Yeah, I agree. I think we have to park over here to the right.
The cop behind me is probably like, what are they doing?
I'm just trying to go see Walter Cronkite. We're at 86% now, so yeah, let's just sit here for a second, even though the cop's gonna why are they sitting there? You can come over and chat with us, I don't care.
It's campus security. We're fine.
87%, so yes, we are moving better here.
Then we definitely need to stay here and let it finish up. So this morning we're heading into the Walter Cronkite Memorial. We're here at the Missouri Western State University.
Sketch the fact that they were parading in front of the White House or whatnot, or assaulting a federal building in New York, as they did in the early days. These things all have always happened. And because of the impact, we carry a bigger to show you America as it is today. Now, we as CBS have had a rule for quite a long time. Represent the other side. Represent the student leaders who are not.
History as former governor of Georgia, Annapolis graduate, nuclear engineer, peanut farmer, almost a neophyte to politics, takes over the helms of the government for the beginning.
Walter Cronkite was an amazing man. He was born in 1916 in St. Joseph, Missouri. He attended the University of Texas for 2 years, leaving in 1935. Recruiting out of Austin, he worked for the Houston Press. After leaving Kansas City, Missouri, he worked as a football announcer for WKY in Oklahoma. In 1936, he took a job at KCMO in Kansas City, where he met his future wife, Betsy. And on their wedding day in 1940, she was 45 minutes late to their wedding. Walter Cronkite was actually on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, appeared in 1974 on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. His last interview was a presidential interview for Ronald Reagan on March 3rd of 1981. March 6th of 1981 is when Walter Cronkite decided to retire. Even though he had retired, he was still working at CBS. Walter Cronkite died at the age of 93, 2009. All through the museum, there's interactive screens that you can watch that gives you a lot of information about Walter Cronkite and all the amazing things that he did and that he reported on. He really was an amazing man. Here is telling about the moon landing on July 20th of 1969 at 9:56 Central Standard Time. Neil Armstrong became the first person on the surface of the moon. And Walter Cronkite was one of the first ones that was letting people know, that was broadcasting it on CBS so that the whole world could see what was going on and how it was going. And on July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong made that famous quote, "That's one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind."
Washington. And I said, well, I don't know anything about television. And they said, neither do we. So you're going to go out there to the studio.
This is Betsy Elizabeth Cronkite. Walter Cronkite credited Betsy for the outstanding marriage and longevity of his career. He always gave her credit for everything that happened. He attributed the longevity of his marriage to Betsy an extraordinary keen sense of humor, which saw them through many bumps, mostly of his making, he says. Her tolerance, even support, and the unscheduled and wanderings of a news person. She traveled with him early in his career and then ran the household and raised their 3 children. Walter credited Betsy as the person who kept him humble and supported him throughout his many years of CBS and his retirement. She was a loving wife and a caring mother and grandmother, and gave truth to the saying, behind every great man is a great woman. And these are some of the Emmys that the Emmy Awards that he received for his journalism.
They came closer here in Way than anywhere else. It was a tough fight. It was house to house, door to door, room to room.
We came back and we did a special on Cena. We ended up
This summer's almost certain standoff will either end in real give and take negotiations.
He's awarded this
So one of Walter Cronkite's favorite hobbies was auto racing. With his auto racing knowledge from his hobbies, commentate the first televised Daytona 500 race in 1960. His news career and racing hobby merged seamlessly as he reported for CBS between competitions in the 1959 12-hour Sebring. Walter Cronkite was an amazing man, and he had an absolutely amazing career. He got to meet so many presidents and report on them. Like I've said, the Daytona 500. Not only was he an amazing reporter, he was a great father. He had 3 children and was married to Betsy for many, many years. But he also was part of the civil rights movements that he reported on. The Apollo 11 with the astronauts. There's so many things that he did. He had an amazing career.
The delay integration ordered by a federal court is the CBS Evening News with Walter Cronkite.
Shortly before the Kennedy assassination, we'd expanded the evening news from 15 minutes to a half an hour.
On this, the first broadcast of network television's first daily half-hour news program.
When we went to a half hour, I had the naive idea somehow or other that we were going to have plenty of time on the broadcast to do a little feature story at the end of the broadcast. And if we're going to do a little feature story, then why couldn't I have a signature line?
And that's the way it is, Monday, September the 2nd, 1963.
Well, I thought, and that's the way it is. Well, I did it, and Dick Salant, God bless him, our news president at the time, just hated it. Thought it was an awful idea. Tried to talk me out of it, but I kind of got my Dutch up, I guess, and I stuck with it. And that's the way it is. And that's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Thursday, November 30th, 1978.
Bunny is sitting at the desk for Walter Cronkite.
E-F-G-H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P. See, I can't do it like I do on a computer. You have to be patient. Wow, typing was hard. And that's the way it is. That is really cool.
Here's an actual paper from the assassination of John F. Kennedy. So, this ends our tour of the Walter Cronkite Museum here at the Missouri Western University. And I hope you get to come and see this. There's lots of things to see that we didn't show you. So if you want to see more or more educational part of it, go check out Bunny's channel. I'll try and leave the link down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and comment so we can keep the channel growing. Thanks for watching.